Match, and they continue to do so by racking up those skill points that they need. Now, Bigger Red Villain, Superboy on your screen. Fine player coming from He's Savior, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and trying to put him down, but not quite so because perhaps of the distance or like maybe not enough really bullets in the clip to actually shut down that player.
Ooh, long range now, but it's more of like stamping, I would say, like marking their territory to tell that, hey, we are on this high ground, so don't come near here. Unless Gen Force can get a knockdown onto Red Face, but it's very, very unlikely though. Even if he gets a knockdown, like to rush onto where Gen Force is at, by the time he arrives on the Gen Force, he will be counterfired upon, because from his information, I'm pretty sure he knows that someone else is on top of him as well.
All right, here we go. Persija now finds D Savior. D Savior getting ready to move to another location, but Miser is just staying there, keeping quiet and just getting the intel that he needs. But he knows there's two of them that is about to leave that compound. Now, we're just waiting if he will actually do a massive spray and perhaps try to eliminate at least one player coming from D Savior.
But circle-wise, okay, is it going to be worthwhile? We have to evaluate the situation now. Okay, for D Xavier, they just need to move to the left and they will have a pretty much a free entry. Or if they want to take a challenge, probably they want to consider to scout out where they were united is at. That's not too bad as well, rather than trying to go up to the high ground since they are at the lower ground. So yeah, so I guess D Xavier might not be interested to take this high ground fight, but instead for BN United, they are interested. So we can see that Brave here is trying to hike up, but Brave not able to get into the sniper tower. He's taken down before he's able to enter the building.
Yeah, he definitely caught him by surprise, which actually works for the side of Misery right here, coming from Persija Evos. So that would be the first elimination point for this team, courtesy of Misery. Okay, Lucky, on the other hand, also finds the remaining players come from BN United over to that compound. So they're putting or applying pressure definitely because they are the ones outside the zone, and the Persija Evos, they have the cover, they have the higher ground advantage, so we are expecting that they would assume this point.
Okay, tapping onto the other side, Persija Evos. But Persija Evos, you gotta be careful of teams coming from the lower ground as well. Kagendra, finally we see them on screen, and the moment we see them, yeah, that's another point in the bag. 2 elimination points now for Kagendra. They're gonna come in from the northern side, and from our view, we can see that coming in from the north into the circle, challenge is pretty light. They only need to deal with Hail Esports, but even then, they can still kind of like go in kind of stealthy and not giving themselves away to Hail Esports.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to ask me where the congestion is, I believe it's to the southeastern side, because we've got Persija, we've got BN United right there. They're two teams that are very close with one another. If we're going to be checking out T2K, we got Jane. Okay, he is in that cable car. He is getting the information though, but if he fires a shot, then he will just be giving off the, you know, his location.
Ooh, let's see, with the DB actually knows that someone is in front of him. Let's see now, long range at the Btr Red Villains. One of them could be taken out. Mystery knocked out by Jane from afar. We didn't talk about Jane earlier on and his position, but at least he managed to get something out of it. And Luxy taking out Silence, silencing him at number 9.
Well, BN United, that is it. End of the line. They have been eliminated. Not quite sure though how many points that they were able to put up on the scoreboard. Just checking. Okay, I believe it's 5 points. So still not bad. Okay, that's still a decent one. 8 teams remaining, 22 players live. 4th stage in the match right here. We're looking at Btr Red Villains. We've got Lapar with the most number of kills for his team, but Superboy, man, he is knocked down as we speak. And Btr Red Villains come out on top this time. Lapar goes down as well.
Oh, this is the El Clasico here, ladies and gentlemen. Persija Evos versus Btr Red Villains, and so far Persija Evos winning the fight against their nemesis, Btr Red Villains. And Btr Red Villains only at 1 player left, and it's going to be Boyson. Boyson comes in for the other side, but he's kind of low. And he will be eliminated by Zuxxy, the legendary player himself.
Ooh, man, Persija Evos now winning the fight up against the Btr Red Villains, but it looks like right here, Rich. Okay, Rich. I'm gonna stick with Rich. Spots out Jane coming from T2K. Okay, and trying to actually, trying to get him back to the lobby with that mini 14. He was inflicting damage though, but not enough to actually shut him down just yet. And Esports again just entered the lobby with 3 players, but surprisingly, they were able to get to top 7 in match number 5. So that is still an amazing job so far. Hail, okay, we only have a lone wolf, the last player remaining. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be difficult, to pull off a big win. But what he can do is just actually get the placement points and perhaps get lucky in getting some elimination points. I mean, you just have to keep on fighting as much as you can, even though the odds are not favoring you.
Yeah, you have no choice at some point, right? Because like how the circle has shifted and teams gatekeeping you. So this is the fight that they must take. And for NB Esports, they're in a good position. Despite playing with 3 players, at least they're in a position that they don't really need to take the fight. They just need to hold their ground. They just need to make sure that teams don't come to their position, and they'll be absolutely okay. I guess their next goal right now is just to keep Persija Evos at bay, seeing that Persija Evos is close by, but Persija Evos, they have the option of going to the right instead. But speaking about the right, KL Esports and Kagendra is there, and now Kagendra, 0 at the lower ground, not an issue for him as he easily takes out Joker.
Yeah, still with the side of Kagendra. I mean, this is not the Kagendra I know. I would love for them to really dominate the lobby because I know what these guys can do. I know what they can deliver. And so far, I'm not seeing the real power of Kagendra just yet. But hey, again, this is just day number 1. I mean, we're just into a few matches, for the playoffs. And so I'll just keep on waiting until I see the true power of Kagendra once again. But 2 elimination points, or make that 3 elimination points for Kagendra, and they still continue to get more because they're part of stage 5. I mean, they're part of the final 6 teams remaining for this round.
Oh yeah, okay, we're already the last 6 teams at stage 5. Let's see who will be the next team to be eliminated. Now, T2K, Jane is still holding onto that, what do you call that? Cable car, yeah, holding onto the cable car for the longest time, and he's getting away with it. But the fact that he's not healing up, I guess he's out of resources now.
Probably, yeah. Not holding on to cable car. He is also holding on to dear life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but the good thing about this situation, T2K, it's still part of the zone, so I don't think, teams down below will be able to get to him unless they can do a Kobe shot, with a nade. But for now, he is still safe. But then again, we just have to see if the zone will continue to favor him because it's going to be tough if he needs to give up his location.
Oh, circle-wise, GE, very, very comfortable up north. But the teams on the southern side, okay, they were United and NB Esports, not in the most comfortable position. They need to engage with each other, and look at how rough the terrain is. Even though if they want to focus onto each other, there's a possibility that Persija Evos can shoot from behind as well. So it's something they need to be aware of. As we can see here, they were United. They want to take out the members of NB Esports, and they were United. They have the confidence because they have the numbers.
Oh, yeah, definitely. This is the cleanup right into the southern part area of Irango right here. And just a few meters away, we also have the players coming from, Persija Evos. I can see Zuxxy right there. They're still outside of the zone, though. Not quite sure how they're going to be playing this one out. But the good thing about this is they were able to manage to get into stage 6 of this match. Devil United, on the other hand, they still continue on challenging up the players coming from NB Esports. But you know what? We've got Kenneth popping up that smoke. trying his best to actually move a little bit forward, but Mondo still trying to keep him at bay, trying to defend at this position, but getting a lot of nades thrown his way.
Oh, NB Esports only has 2 players left at this moment, 2 active players at least. Siege down by Dewa United, and Dewa United now with a nade toss into the building. That nade looks like it will not land, but it's okay. That will force his opponent to move, giving more information to Daybot. Tossing his second nade out to the other side, but Daybot lucky enough to evade that explosion.
Good thing on how they are trying to flush out the remaining players coming from NB Esports, and it continues on to be a trade of nades so far between these 2 teams. And ooh, that is a good thrown and then shoot that is coming from NB. Good defense, good gun skills. They have been winning the gunfights, but you know what? We're talking about just 1 player remaining coming to the side of NB Esports, and now they are at a disadvantage. And Devil United looking to charge, looking to save the day, and looking to finish this fight up. But oh, it looks like there is another team that would want to join into the mix as well.
Oh, that's a close one there. Nook's almost knocked down. But speaking of the team that once again into the mix is going to be Genesis Esports, but NB Esports defended their ground against Dewa United. But the fight is not stopping just yet. We got Kagendra eliminating a couple of members from Persija Evos, taking them up to 5 elimination points now.
Yeah, Genesis, okay, number advantage. Kagendra with 3, but with the highest elimination points so far. Okay, how is